everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with some 5-star predictions. Let's jump right into them. I was going over some books that I think I'm going to really love, and I realized that I had some other ones too. So I'm going to go over a whole bunch of stuff that I think are going to be potential 5-star reads. Now, will they be? I don't know. I just think that I might really love them. So we're going to go ahead and go over. I think I have 10 books here, and hopefully throughout now and the end of the year I can get to some of them, if not all of them, and find out where I actually fall on them, and then I can check in with you. I have a mix here of like contemporary, sci-fi, science-y ones, fantasy ones. We're going to see how I do. So first up is Fredrik Backman's Beartown. I've heard a ton of good things about this. I've heard that the writing is absolutely stunning, that the pace is a little slow, but that the writing in this is going to be something that as a writer I can really appreciate. It centers around hockey, which I freaking adore, and I know it has some hard-hitting topics, but I think that it's going to be one that I really enjoy. I don't think I've had any of my friends say that they didn't enjoy it. I don't know if all of them 5-starred it, but I think it got decent reviews from everybody that read it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this has potential to be a 5-star read for me, and I'm ready for it, especially with like my writerly brain right now going. I think that something that's really well written is going to be something that connects with me. So I want to get to that one soon. I also want to get to Jennifer Yu's Imagine Us Happy. This one has a lot of mental health rep in it, and I feel like I just have not been reading enough about mental health rep recently. I've been reading diversely, but not necessarily about mental health. And this one, I believe, is Own Voices. Hopefully really good mental health rep in this. I don't think only our main character is dealing with mental health issues. I believe both of the main characters, like the main character and the love interest, maybe, I think. I haven't heard anybody talking about this. So hopefully it's one that I connect with. I feel like it will be, but honestly, who knows? Then I have a couple of fantasy and then more sci-fi than I am used to. First up is Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. I have realized, despite putting Alloy of Law on my TBRs multiple times, that I am just not getting to that third trilogy in the Mistborn series. I don't know why, but it's just not working for me. Right now, Warbreaker is a standalone. I don't know if there's intentions to change that, but Warbreaker is a standalone fantasy with a female main character, and I am here for it. I don't know a ton about it, to be honest. It's a story of two sisters who happen to be princesses. The God King, one of them has to marry a lesser god, an immortal, trying to undo the mistakes he made hundreds of years ago. They use their breath to draw upon colors in everyday objects, and all manner of miracles and mischief can be performed with this particular kind of magic. I love Brandon Sanderson's writing. I love his world building and character building. For whatever reason, every time I try to pick up that second trilogy, it just doesn't happen. I'm hoping the standalone will be different, and I know if it holds true to Sanderson's world building and character building, I'm gonna love this book. So that's going to be a 5-star prediction for sure, that I hope to get to sooner than later. I just need to prioritize it. Then this one, which has sat on my shelf for way too long. I got this on Book Outlet. This is Tessa Gratton's Blood Magic. This one's about a girl who's trying to figure out her past through a magical book of spells that kind of lands on her doorstep. She doesn't really know where it's from, but there it is. There's a cute boy next door. This is one of her older works. I anticipated being a little bit cheesy, but I also anticipated just being a really fun read. She wrote Strange Grace, which I absolutely love and adore. 5-star, it's one of my favorites. And I'm just looking forward to reading something else by her that isn't as intimidating as Queens of Innisleer. So I think that one's going to be a great one, and I look forward to getting to it in a big way. Then I have The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. I really enjoy V.E. Schwab's and Victoria Schwab's writing. I've read almost everything except for the Key series. Which one's that? Archived? I haven't read that one yet, but I really have high hopes for this. I ordered this Barnes & Noble exclusive. I love this baby poop color. It really does things for me. And I will be reading this in August. I will be buddy reading this with Joss from Squibbles Reads in the first week of August. So this one will be happening soon, and I anticipate really loving it. I hope I do. And we'll just have to wait and stay tuned to see what I think about it. But I have really high hopes, and it is on a future TBR really soon. So that's good. Another one that has made it to way too many TBRs without being read, and that is Chainbreaker by Tara Sim. This is the follow-up to Timekeeper, and it is a ghostly, not sci-fi, like fantasy, where clocks control time. So every town has a clock tower. That tower then controls the time in that town. If it runs too slow, the town runs too slow. If it runs too fast, town runs too fast. If it stops working, the town freezes. Tower operators, clock workers that fix the clocks, make sure everything's running well. Most of the towers are haunted by ghosts. It has an amazing queer romance, a little male-male romance. It's diverse. It's really well written. The first one was so fun. The third one's already out. I believe the trilogy is finished, and I still have not read the second one, which is just a crime against nature. So I want to read this, and I know I'm going to love it. I loved the first one. I 5-starred it. I anticipate no different from that one. I just need to get to it. Similarly, to continue a series, Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers, which is the third of the... I still don't know the name of this fucking series. Long Way to a Smaller Planet and Closed in Common Orbit. This is the third of that series. I just hauled it in a recent haul that I will link up above if you haven't seen it yet. I have heard that this one follows the same kind of a multitude of different characters and that it follows directly after the first book. I'm hoping this kind of brings me back to a little bit more of the vibe of the first book that I really, really loved. I love Becky Chambers' writing. It's diverse. It's beautiful. Her characters are so richly woven. I have really high hopes for it. Then we have Parasite by Myra Grant. This one is about medicines that implant, I think, just weird virusy buggy things. I don't know. He looked at me like a man who had crawled out of his own grave. So I think that this is about a world where like a zombie-ish parasite has taken over. Near future medical thriller. What happens when the cure is worse than the disease? I don't know, but I own this and the second book in this series. And I'm scared, but also really intrigued. And after like Into the Drowning Deep and just Shauna Maguire / Myra Grant, because it is the same person if you didn't know, like their brain scares me and intrigues me all at the same time. So I'm really nervous about this, but I think I'm gonna love it. Like I low-key think I'm gonna love it a lot. And because that's kind of the mood I'm in, I also think I'm going to really enjoy this Mortal Coil by Emily Suvada. This one is, again, some disease has hit and this girl's father is dead, but I think he left the cure. Like the cure exists and for some reason it's not being given out, but she knows about it and she's a hacker and she's going to find it and figure out a way to fix shit. Medical thrillers, who knew? But like apparently I'm into them. I've bought a couple of them recently. I've read none of them, but I really want to, and I think I'm gonna love them. So that's something to look forward to on my channel, because that's who I am now. And then last but not least is Alien Echo, also by Myra Grant. My battery's gonna die. Give me 1 second. And we're back at a different angle because my battery died. Yes, another Myra Grant. I love her brain. I told you this. Her writing is amazing. This one's short. This one is about a set of twins. Are they twins or sisters? Twins. And they've been flitting around the galaxy because their parents are experts in alien biology. But then something happens and the aliens come and they are not friendly and shit is going down. And apparently on the run now from said aliens are these twins. And they have this knowledge imparted from their parents that might be the key to solving everything, because apparently they were not as friendly as they once anticipated that they might be. There's some secret that's revealed. There's a very host-like ring in this chick's eyes. I don't know what's happening. This is for Jennifer and all the horror movie kids out there. I am not one of those people, so I anticipate being terrified. It's short, it's Myra Grant, and I'm here for it, apparently. I just really, really wanted to get more from her after reading Into the Drowning Deep. So those are my 10 predicted 5-star books. Will they all be 5 stars? Probably not. Do I anticipate still liking them even if they're not 5 stars? Yes. I think that the majority of this stack will be 4, if not 5-star reads. I don't think I'm going to hate any of them unless the writing style is just really, really off. I think I'm going to end up really liking all of them. Fingers crossed, that's the goal. I hope to get to them before the end of the year so I can check in with you. How about that? I'll make that a goal. But let me know if any of these are books that you have read, if you have loved them, if you have 5-starred them, please encourage me, because then I know that I have a higher chance of hopefully potentially 5-starring them as well. But those are my predictions. I tried to not go like super traditional, like will I 5-star Girl Made of Stars? Yeah, probably. That's why I mentioned it in a previous video. I tried to pick different ones for this one, but these are all books that I'm really excited about, that have been on my shelves, that I think I'm going to really enjoy, and I just need to prioritize them. That's been it for this video. Be sure to check out down below for all of my linky links. My social media links are always down there. If you are interested in checking me out on any other platform, that would be amazing. But in the meantime, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I'll see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.